Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So yesterday's video, I said about all the things that I've been making. I posted that video yesterday, by the way, and it was a bit dark. So bear with me. I think this is better. I've got my camera on a different setting and I've moved away from the window. Hopefully it's working out a little bit better. It's a bit more sunnier, but you know. Anyway, yeah, so yesterday's video, I said I've been making a whole ton of Halloween decorations and stuff for my pattern shop. And I thought I'd share with you what I've been making. Some of these patterns I haven't even completed yet. In fact, I haven't completed one of these patterns. I've got them all on the go at one time. The witch one, however, which is kind of what I'm going to be doing in today's video as well, I have got completed. I just need to edit the video down, like the video tutorial, and it's looking to be around about an hour and a half to 2 hours, that one. So it's a big edit and I'm putting it off, but it's something I intend to do very soon. So the witch pattern will be coming very soon. So I'll start with that one. This is the witch that I created. Look at her. She is adorable. Her name is May. Can you see her? Look at her little shoes there. Absolutely adorable. She has this super long hat. A little witch's cape, look. There she is. She's got a broomstick and all. I absolutely adore her. Cannot wait to get her out. For me, I love little character designs, as you guys may know. If you haven't been here before, then yeah, I do love little characters out all year round, like all seasonally. I have so many different like kind of aesthetics going on. I've got like this primitive effect aesthetics which I like in my house, and then like for my old YouTube channel or like my other YouTube channel, I do like a lot of like cutesy Japanese wear stuff, and I'm tapering off that now and kind of moving into more of my primitive stuff. So I want to be building up my pattern shop a bit more and sharing this stuff on the YouTube channel and everything like this. So yeah, this is what I kind of do in my spare time. Another thing I was making this year was another kind of take on ghosty. I don't know if you've been around for that, but a couple of years ago now, probably like 2019, 2018, 2020, somewhere around there, I made this wooden ghost called Ghosty. It was just made out of scaffold board. Loads of people ended up making it. I don't know if that video is still live or not because I've put quite a few of them on private, but I've made it Ghosty into a little standalone ghost, and I've actually made quite a few of these because I'm going to put these on my shop to sell, because when I make things like this, people often ask me like, oh, can I buy one of those? And like, if I've only made the pattern, then I usually don't make some, but I wanted to test out the kind of like bases and how to put them together, get the balance right and everything, and I think I finally got there. So I made loads of variations that I can use for the pattern as like photos and stuff. They just like stand up like so. Look at them. I made them all different colors and yeah, different fabric ways and stuff, but they're so cute. Like this one here has a raw edge on, this one doesn't. Can you see them? Oh, so sweet. I just love those. Also with the ghosties, I did make some little hanging ghosts, and I made these out of some like old linen fabric that I had kicking around, just an offcut. So I made as many as I could, and I thought I'd just pre-make those, put those on my shop as well come maybe September time. But these are the ghosts. I've packaged them up in like groups of three. One has the little boo label on, and then the others are just plain, just a nice little primitive piece there. Then I made this guy. This guy hasn't made it into the final pattern stage yet. He's cute, but he's not chubby enough. So this is the first prototype of the mummy. Look at this. He's really adorable. Like, he kind of reminds me of something from like Adventure Time or something with that face. I think I put the mouth a little bit too high, like, but yeah, really loving his textures, all like the aging that I did on him. He's got like loads of little like stitches all over him and little like patches where I thought, oh, like it would need patches if it had fallen off, but it's all completely sewn. Like these are made of like crepe, and then I've sewn it all to it, so like it's not coming off, and it looks like it's all bitty, but it isn't, and I'm happy with it. I just wish he was just a bit chunkier. I think he would look better. So still some work to do on this pattern before I release that one, but very happy. I also think maybe his arms look a little bit too big. I don't know why. Maybe it's because his body's so thin, but now looking at back on my viewfinder, I'm thinking that maybe his arms are just a little bit too long. That's maybe what's making him look a little bit slender man-y, but I digress. Then another thing, this is a variation on my pumpkin dolls. So what I found with my pumpkin dolls is I couldn't really sit them down and put them on like shelves and stuff because they just kind of like flopped over a little bit. They needed a bit extra weight in them. They go okay like if you put a candle up against them and everything like that, but I thought what a great alternative to have little shelf sitters. I see these like types of designs on like Pinterest and stuff all the time. So I designed my own pattern with 2 sizes. Again, still need to make the pattern, but yeah, I thought this would be fun to have 2, and yeah, I just love them. I call this guy Toddy. I'm going to call this guy Roddy, but yeah, it's a Toddy pattern. They're both going to be underneath the same pattern that I'm going to put for sale. Just 2 size variations, exact same tutorial and stuff. But yeah, absolutely love it. This one here is probably my favorite. I like the face of this one better, but I love the colorway of this. Like, he's really weighted. Like, can you see him? So cute. He's got a little trick or treat label there as well. Look, and he's got all this like stitching along the bottom. You probably can't see it because my camera's being a pain. But there, look. Oh, there we go. Look at that. He's made out of the most like gorgeous kind of like thick cotton linen blend fabric as well. Yeah, there's this little stem. I absolutely love that. I think it's adorable. And like I said, they could just sit there. Look at that. Easy styling, I know. And then last but not least, like another thing that I've been making are these. So I did actually intend to make like a little pumpkin doll with a papier-mâché head. If you didn't know, I love papier-mâché for like Halloween stuff. It just creates the most gorgeous texture. I made a ghost on that. Before on this channel, I made a little Easter bunny on this channel, but again, I don't know if those videos are still up or not. But yeah, I was making these heads and I made the doll and it just didn't look right. It looks so creepy. So I've turned some of the heads that I kind of like sculpted as a prototype into these little like lollipop decorations, kind of inspired by like the vintagey retro ones. I think it's like Joanna Parker makes lollipop ones, but these are obviously in the Clarence the Pumpkin doll design with the candy corn nose and stuff. Very happy with those. These are just one of a kind. I'm going to maybe keep these, but I don't know. I love them. I just think they're so cute. I think by the time you have some ribbon on there and have that dangling, oh, so cute. Look, let me just give you a close-up of the face. I mean, look at that. It's just adorable. When making the patterns, I obviously do a tutorial with it. If you didn't already know, I do film a tutorial with it, I should say. And I've made another witch, as you can see, just using the same one just to make sure it's all working fine. And yeah, I can obviously make it on camera to show you how to put it together. I thought with this one here, because I've got 2 now, I can turn her into Wreath. I found this old wreath up in my office because I used to do a lot of wreaths, and I thought we could put this together today. I thought that would be great. I thought on the side of Wreath here would be great, and then maybe like some stars or something. I'm not sure. Something to balance out that one. Maybe a little bit of foliage. Like I've got some dry baby's breath around, so I thought we'd do this together. I've got to go to my craft room now and start putting her on the wreath, but I think this will be adorable. I could hang it in my kind of porch out there. I'm going to do so. I was just going up and gathered some materials to do this with. Obviously we've got the witch there, and I matched this fabric with this little offcut I've got. I think that's going to work really nicely. I did say that I wanted to do like stars and a moon down one side, so I'm thinking if we attach May up there, maybe a star and a moon in the middle. Thinking if we do the stars out of this fabric here. So this fabric here actually has like star signs on. I really like that detail. It's very subtle, like very like natural coloured star signs. Just really adored that. I got it recently. I think maybe it's a Lewis and Irene. That bit is really annoying me. It's getting caught in everything. Yeah, I think it's Lewis and Irene. I'm not sure, but I will leave it linked down below because like I said, that is a new piece of fabric that I bought just on a whim the other day. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but it was an offcut in the store, so I thought I could put that to good use, I am sure. So I'm going to make a template for the stars. I think I want the stars in the same sort of primitive style as I put onto May's kind of body there, and probably around about that sort of size, so enough to fill this little scrap. There we go, something like that. Just going to cut that out now. Go. So I'm just going to come in at one end and draw around this twice, so I've got 2 of those, and I'll just stitch that on my sewing machine. My sewing machine lives upstairs in my office, but it's an absolute wreck right now, so I'll just whiz around that off camera. I'll bring them back downstairs. I want the moon to kind of be around about the same size, so just sketch that out slightly. I want it to be like a crescent moon. That looks good. Okay, and this will be the moon. So I'm just going to sew these upstairs, like I said, because that is upstairs, and my craft room is a wreck. And you don't need to see that, so I'll just stitch around these quickly. Okay, so also, I'm just going to cut off the excess. My pinking shears are upstairs and I cannot be bothered to go and get them. Classic lazy me. So I'm just going to put some little notches in to help that curve. Did sew it a little bit wonky, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Kind of looks like a little gingerbread cookie, this does, doesn't it? I think that's why I originally bought this fabric, and then I ended up turning this fabric into pumpkin dolls. But here we are. So turn this the right side so round. It's looking quite cute. I'm just going to take some pillow stuffing. Literally, I have a brand new pillow. Bought it from Tesco because I needed stuffing, and I was in Tesco and I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. So just got a pillow, some stuffing, and I'm just going to lightly stuff this using my pencil to get it in and around, make it into a nice little chunky one. It does look like instead of a gingerbread cookie, a little I have no idea how you actually pronounce it, but like label cushion. They are like gingerbready sort of, aren't they? But oh, I love them at Christmas with all the chocolate bits and sprinkles on and stuff. There we go. It's looking quite moon-like. I'm just going to ladder stitch this closed with kind of matching thread. And then I'm going to put some exposed stitching on, like I did on that little star of her little dress there, because I just think that it will tie in a bit better. I'm going to close this up. Moon's all done. I'm just now turning the stars inside out like I did on the moon itself. This is a little bit tricky with these long nails. I haven't had this long nails in a while, and they've grown out a little bit as well, so they desperately need doing in the next week. I will do them before my next video because they're like talons on the end of my fingers. I need to go shorter to begin with, but anyway, yeah, pressing these out, it's like a little bit of a surprise over what star sign you'll get. Don't see any Virgos on there. I am a Virgo girly. My birthday less than 3 weeks away, I believe. It could be around about 3 weeks. I don't know what day it's on, but it's soon. So happy pre-birthday to me, I suppose. It's a big one this year, my 30. Don't know how I feel about that. But here we are. So yeah, there we go. The stars. And now I'm going to stuff these and then sew those bits up. I finished the stars look. I added a little contrasting runner stitch like I wanted to do on the moon, just whilst off camera there. And I'm going to do the same on the moon, so then we can finally get it done. So what I've done is basically just pop my needle in. Got double thread on this and just done a runner stitch all the way around the edge. Like so. I've pulled it tight as well, so it kind of like cinches in and gives it like this little edging, which I really like. So I'm just going to do this all the way around the moon as well. Look at that, nice even stitches around. And this one here is obviously in the ivory to match. Stop it, that is looking adorable. I just tied a knot in the back, cut off the excess, and now we have the moon and the stars. So this is pretty much what I actually imagined. So if we start popping this together now, we've got May over here, one star going up, one across, and then the moon about there. Oh stop, that's adorable. I love it. See this, my new hot glue gun. What a masterpiece is all I can think to call it. Look at it, look at the size of that. Absolutely massive. I'm used to having the little ones. My squeaky Stanley, unfortunately, has died a rather undignified death. He blew up and made a big bang and smoked out. And yeah, I did contact the Stanley aftercare in replacing it under the warranty, because it was supposed to have a 1 year warranty on it, and I only had it for 10 months, that one. And yeah, they were less than helpful, so not going to recommend those in the future. But this so far has become the best glue gun I've ever had. Like, look at that little nozzle, look at that, so good. Let me bring it closer to you so you can actually see it. A nice fine nozzle. This actually comes in really handy. It is a 11mm glue stick one, so it's quite a chunky one, but it does hold a lot of glue and Yeah, actually, so far, so good. I've used it on a few projects so far. Anyway, I found this vase with some dried up baby's breath in it. This is literally just dried out. It was like kind of fine when I bought it, like alive. And now it's well and truly kind of dried. It's been in my house probably for a couple of years now. And I thought that this would be fun just to incorporate a bit of a natural flair. I actually hate the smell of this stuff, but it doesn't smell anymore, which is a good thing. So yeah, let's take some bits out. Just a little touch of it, you know, I don't want anything too crazy. We're losing a few buds there, but I think that looks about right. And I think I'm going to put this kind of in and around where the stars and moon are. So just cut that down a little bit. And what I'll do is weave in the wreath. And then I'll glue like the top parts into place. So about there, that looks good. And I want a bit poking out over here too, so we'll use that bit. Just weave that in. Something like that. That's going to go on there nicely, so I'm just going to glue that. Go round about there. Go, and around this one I want a bit to come out here like that one, pointing up, and then a little bit pointing down like that, and we'll glue that one into place as well. Okay, nice. Now for May herself, I want a bit to come out by her head, so if I keep that looking like it's placed in, pop a bit out by her head. Go like that, and maybe a bit so it looks like it's at her top shoulder, around about there. So I'm going to cut that one down. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, so let's glue her into place. We'll glue along the wreath, and that'll get her cape into place. And then on the cape, we'll glue her body into place. There we go. And now obviously in behind her head, onto the wreath. And on behind her hat. There. Okay. Perfect. Okay, here she is on the door. Look how perfect she looks hung up there. So it's a little bit weighted to the left. Obviously this door here was weighted, I didn't think about that. So when I actually put it in the centre of the holder, it does tilt. Do you know what, that is still quite cute. It's not quite how I imagined it. I imagined it to be like with her the right way up, but then it just kind of moves. But yeah, how adorable is that? I love it. I'm so happy with this. What a perfect little Halloweeny touch. Like not too much Halloween, a little bit spooky, a little bit autumny, but yeah, very pleased with that. Oh, look at it. All of the little branches in there, the stitches, her little broom, look at her little shoes. And yeah, very, very pleased. Wow, I've really got no lipstick left either, have I? I had lunch as I was filming this as well. But yeah, here's the wreath now. Hasn't that turned out so lovely? I'm so pleased. Anyway, what was I going to say? I don't actually know. Hot glue gun, very good. Would recommend it. If you're looking for a new hot glue gun with a fine tip nozzle, this is the one. I was a bit unsure about the size of it, but actually, I actually really prefer it after years of using a mini hot glue gun. Just look at this. What an absolute babe it is. Look at it. The Bosch PKP 18E this is. So yeah, would highly recommend that. But other than that, I don't think I've actually got anything else to say. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video, the little craft afternoon with me. I would love to do another one of these maybe next week. I had a great time crafting with you guys. Felt like I actually had a friend come round to do a little bit of a craft afternoon with me. And obviously I get to show you what I made. So yeah, here it is. I love it. Let me know what you think and I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye.